Hello, I'm Hal Ottaway with the Wichita Postcard Club, and it's time once again for another postcard of the week. Coming up is our big 45th Wichita Postcard Club's annual show here in Wichita, Kansas on October 21 and 22. And we're excited about the show. We have these buddies that we've made, friendships throughout the years, 45 years, think of it. And several of us have been here for almost all or all of the shows. But one of my best friends ever is Dolores Rowe from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. And she came by this morning to show and to talk a little bit about something that she found at the show one time or last year or recently. In any case, let me be quiet and I'll turn it over to Dolores to show and tell us about. Thank you.
Well, hi, everybody. You already know my name because of Hal's introduction. I want to tell you that I look forward to the Wichita show every year. It's the highlight of my year. First of all, I've made so many good friends out there that they come from all over the country. It's just fabulous. But I always come home with some gem of a postcard. So I want to tell you the first postcard I ever collected was a Hawaiian card. And over the years, the dealers coming to Wichita know that, and so they bring cards for me. So I want to talk about the cards that this man did. His name is Andries Nealon, and he emigrated from Holland to the United States in the 1880s. He later in his life became a postcard publisher. And I will tell you more about him as we look at the postcard of the week, which is a great Hawaiian card that I found in Wichita. This card is titled Hawaiians at Home. You can see that this is a multi-generational family, as most early Hawaiians, and even today, a lot of Hawaiians are multi-generational. And while the first homes were grass huts, you can see this one is not a grass hut. It's a wood shack with a tin roof. And it was taken in 1921. Now, the reason I know that is because Mr. Nyland, in the corner of all his cards, wrote his name, Nyland. Then he put CIN.0. And I didn't know what that meant at first, and I found out it meant Cincinnati, Ohio. Then under his name, he has two numbers. And in this case, he has the number 201, which is the 201st card that he took that year. And under that is 21. So it was 1921. So it's a great way that you can see when the card was made, how many had done that year. I love this because his work does not show the typical tourist, hula girl, surf rider. It shows real Hawaiians and how they lived. And even though this looks like it's somewhat posed with the lady, looking this way and everybody out there, he had all kinds of fabulous real Hawaiian cards. But this was the one I found in Wichita last. And that's why I wanted to show you that one, to show you what kinds of fabulous things you can find. Nyland, he was from Holland. He came to Cincinnati and he started a business. And his business was selling spices and teas and household things. And he also got into 10-cent books like novels, love novels and cowboy things and things like they sold that. But he retired in 1905 and he wanted to travel the world. So he did, and he started to travel the world and take pictures. So I have seen cards of his from Holland, where he was from, of course, Switzerland, Japan, the South Pacific. And I'm sure there are many more because as he traveled, he took the pictures and he did publish them when he came home to Cincinnati. And you will always recognize his cards because of what I mentioned, his name, Now, the first card I showed you was a picture of him. Obviously, he didn't take it. His son took over, and you will see some cards of him that his son has taken. Also, his son put an initial D in front of his. Sometimes Nyland would put a typed saying on the back of his cards. And the one that I showed you says, "Make each new morn the opening door to a better day," and then the one before. And they're always some kind of inspirational type sayings. They're not on all of them, but they're on a lot of them. Well, anyway, I found out that Mr. Nyland took pictures for the Panama, California exposition in 1917. So if you're a collector of that, you can find his works. He also took pictures of the California Pacific International Expo in 1935. And when he passed, his collection was donated to the Cincinnati Public Library. So they must have an absolutely fabulous trove of wonderful pictures that he took. So that's my story about the great card I found in Wichita, and my information that I've searched over the years on who made it. So you never know what you're going to find in Wichita, but it's always going to be something fun and unusual.
Oh, thank you, Dolores. That's exactly what we needed to kind of whet the appetite and get collectors and enthusiasts or just novices, anybody who might be interested in thinking about being a postcard collector or wondering what it's all about. Come to the show and walk around and see all these literally thousands or hundreds of thousands of postcards that are there that the dealers have brought from all over the country. And that's what attracts not only dealers who buy from each other, but of collectors, and coming and being able to see something that they can't see, out in their local area. Say they come from California, or Dolores coming all the way from Pennsylvania and New York and just all over Toronto, Canada. We have a man who's coming again, Kyle, coming again this year. He was here last year and then several years before. But we have a big time. We treat everyone very friendly and show them and take them places to eat. And it's just a nice week, really, that we're all together. And that show at the end of the week is just special. And so we look forward to seeing you this year, October 21 and 22, a Saturday and a Sunday. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, and thank you, Dolores.